how-to video corresponds with the Tennessee State Standard 1.NBT.B3. Compare two-digit numbers based on the meanings of the digits in each place and use the symbols greater than, equal to, and less than to show the relationship. Today we will be using base 10 blocks to compare two-digit numbers. Here we have a rod. The rod has a value of 10. And here we have a unit. The unit has a value of 1. So 1 rod equals 10 and 1 unit equals 1. So for example, if I have 3 rods and 3 units, I can use each of their values to come up with the number that they represent. So if I have 3 rods with each rod having a value of 10, I would have 10, 20, and 30. And if I had 3 units with each unit being a value of 1, I would have 1, 2, 3. I could then add these together to get the number they represent, which is 33. Now let's compare the numbers 22 and 14. For the number 22, I see that I have a 2 in the tens place. Our rods are what represent the tens place because they are a value of 10. So I would need 2 rods. Then I have a 2 in the ones place, so I would use units. They each have a value of 1, so I would need 2 units to make 22. For the number 14, I have a 1 in the tens place, so I have 1 10, and I have a 4 in the ones place, so I need 4 units, which have a value of 1 to make 14. Now I can look and I can see which number has more tens than the other. I see that 22 has more rods than the number 14, so 22 is greater than 14. Now let's compare the numbers 31 and 52. In the number 31, I see that I have 3 tens, so I would need 3 rods. I see I have 1 1, so therefore I would need 1 unit. In the number 52, I see I have 5 tens, so I would need 5 rods. And I also see I have 2 ones, so I would need 2 units. Once again, I can look at my rods, which are the value of the tens place, and I can see which number has more. In this case, the number 31 has 3 rods, and the number 52 has 5. Now I can see that 52 has more rods than the number 31, so therefore 31 would be less than 52. Now let's try a more tricky example. The numbers 21 and 24. Which one is greater? Well, they both have the same amount of tens. Each have 2 tens. So now I'm going to have to focus on how many ones are in each number. In 21, we have 1, 1, and in 24, we have 4 ones. So now I can look at my ones place. Since my tens place both have the same amount of rods, I can look at my units and I can see that the number 24 has more units than the number 21. So therefore 21 would be less than 24. While most students will understand that 43 does equal 43 because they're the same number, it's still important to show them using manipulatives how they equal each other. So for 43, we have the same tens, so each number would get 4 rods, and we have the same amount of ones, so each number would get 3 units. Now students can look and see that there's the exact same amount on both sides, so they are equal to one another.